You're going to be role models. You are leaders. You are the people who everyone's looking up to.
It's important for schools to actually have processes, structures and the attitudes that will intentionally cultivate and support student voice.
The focus is around developing that leadership, developing all those dispositions that children need for the 21st century learning. So they're collaborative, they're able to communicate when they have these opportunities. They think about how they can be active citizens and influence others.
The reason why I started the WOW group was because I was inspired by going to a workshop where we were able to do a waste audit, and from there we were able to create a group and then we started to get into other elements of sustainability, not just waste.
I applied with a poster, so I thought a PowerPoint, lots of people would do that, or just having a normal, just writing it on the sheet. So I had lots of pictures about the environment and my questions and my answers to it.
I wanted to become a WOW member because I wanted to help the environment and I wanted to make the school a better place.
We were initially doing our meetings at lunch times, and that was really difficult on us as teachers as well as students. And over time, as the WOW group became more valued, we were able to get release time during class time for the students to meet with us.
The WOW meetings happen straight after recess on a Tuesday. The meeting goes for usually about one lesson. Everybody arrives, we sit in the circle and sort of go around the circle, say if there's any ideas, and then we talk about the projects that are going on. The executives take the minutes.
Mostly we try and make our learning and our school and our play as much connected to the environment as possible, and we try and make learning in the environment fun, and we try to find new ways to help our school be more sustainable.
When we're running and promoting student voice, we've agreed to move from tell to ask process. We've got a common agreement of getting children to be proactive and co-design projects or plans.
We went into classes and we asked them to give us some ideas about what we should do in the play pot in the mud kitchen. And the children were really good, they gave us a lot of ideas.
Sometimes you have to talk to other people, like the Miss Sexton, our principal, because like if we're putting like skylights in the library, we can't just do that. We need to talk to people and make sure it's okay.
Resilience can be nurtured, and sometimes when students' ideas get knocked back, we can talk through them and their feelings and how we can adjust what they need to do so that they can feel successful.
From the very beginning, I thought that I was meant to have a lot more say. I thought I knew so much and I wanted things to be sped up, and I knew where kids needed to be and where our ideas needed to go. And so I've had to really wean myself off and step back and do a lot of observational stuff, do a lot more listening.
Well, the principal supports the WOW group by, so she gives us a budget.
Our teachers support us in the WOW group by, like, if we have to write something for assembly, like a script or something, then that will go for our literacy and we get a better grade for that.
I've noticed that the students in my class have developed their leadership skills through being involved in WOW and Tech and SRC, and they're more willing to give ideas and discuss things in class.
It comes right back to how we're creating and designing learning and including the voice of students in that, so that their engagement levels are high and that they continue to love learning.
So the strategies I use to incorporate student voice in my class are class meetings. I make a survey at the end of the year for the beginning of the new year so that students can tell me their likes, their dislikes, what topics they love, and I'll incorporate that into my New Year's planning.
As an NRM Education Officer, my role is to support both the staff and the students at the school to embed sustainability and to support student voice.
Without NRM, we would be I guess nowhere near at the level of promoting student voice in our school. We have some incredibly great role models within there and mentors who actually support us and encourage us to stay on our journey, but also giving us some ideas and sharing stories of what other people are doing out there, and then we can actually embrace some of those and bring them into our own programs.
At the end of last year at our site review day, we had parents and students and teachers work together on an audit around student voice. And so we developed some really great data around what that could look like in our school. We've also got some engagement data that we're looking at through the TEFL framework.
By seeing that students are capable and competent in negotiating with each other, coming up with ideas, talking to adults about the processes that they've used to come to their decisions, it really does empower young people to have agency to make change.
I always want to improve the school and know that when I leave the school that I've left the mark and that I've helped improve it.